So this is a simulation of the Alpha Centauri system and the solar system colliding. Apologies if the footage seems a bit jittery. My laptop just really struggles with doing too many things at once. So we initially see that the planets have quite a rapid orbit. This is due to the fact that we had to increase the G value to make sure that the collision actually occurred in a time frame that would be somewhat convenient for us to view. Even with this adjustment, the collision still takes about an hour to do. And to not waste your time, I've upped the time step here, and as you can see, the orbits become a bit hexagonal, a bit unprecise, but it allows us to let the simulation run and gives us a gist of what would happen if we let the simulation run at normal speed. I'm just using it to allow the system to move. So here you can see the system moving towards the Alpha Centauri system, which is off in the distance, so you can't currently see it. But this is what's happening. So the Sun and all the other planets are being pulled by the Alpha Centauri system, and you can see its movement through the circular or elliptical lines that seem to be shifted in the current direction that we're in. If you had a visual of the Alpha Centauri orbit right now, you'd be seeing that they were also moving towards the solar system, so their orbits would have been disrupted quite a lot. So their orbits would no longer be elliptical around each other, they'd be precessing backwards and forwards, moving towards the solar system. So here we are getting closer, so I've zoomed out a bit so that you can see the collision take place from a better angle. So you can't see all the individual orbits, they are taking place, but this is just a vantage point so that we are able to see what happens during the collision. So I'm just going to move down here so that we could see the Alpha Centauri orbits. So as you can see here, as I said earlier, they aren't moving in their elliptical orbits now. Now what they're doing is they're moving around each other, but traveling in a direction. So they sort of loop back in on themselves. So you can see it here slightly. There you can see a loop forming as they come back in on themselves, and now this is the collision taking place. So you can see that through the gravitational field caused by Alpha Centauri B, our solar system has been deflected, and due to it interacting with some of the masses in our solar system, it now loops back in on itself and is going to have a collision with Alpha Centauri A. And you can see another planet interacted with our Sun on the top part of the screen, and it was deflected as well. So now I'll just go into the solar system so that we can see the resultant orbits of the Sun, so we can see what planets are still there. I've slowed down the time step slightly so we can see a bit more clearly, but we can see that the inner planets have stayed orbiting the Sun, while the outer planets like Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, they've all been deflected in their orbits. But we can see that the orbits of the inner planets have been dramatically altered as we zoom out.